Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix the error code, the Netflix error code ui3010. Okay, so if you're seeing something like that, 3010, let me show you exactly what to do. Right, so if you're seeing it or you've seen it before and you want to know how to fix it, just watch the video step by step. Let me walk you through exactly how to do it. Okay, the first thing we are going to do, obviously, right, we want to know why they keep showing us this thing. So there are just three. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is that if you're having a weak and unstable internet connection, right, let's say your Wi-Fi is having some issues, usually you would see that error code, right? So basically, if you're having a weak and unstable internet connection, also if your Netflix is outdated, right, which is the second reason, if your Netflix is outdated, right, so yeah, you would usually see something like that. So it happens. And also which lastly, which is not the only reason anyway, but then the last one is that you can also see it, the error code, if your app at the end of the day is detecting a VPN, right? So if it's detecting a VPN, you would usually see it. So let's try and fix them one by one, right? So we'll start with the VPN thing. If you definitely have a VPN, if you're seeing an error code and you're using a VPN, you definitely want to turn it off. Okay, you want to turn off your VPN. So you want to stay away from generally any VPN you're using to avoid problem. All right, so if you're using CyberGhost VPN, all these CyberGhost VPN, Express VPN, Node VPNs, like this type of VPNs, Express VPN. Okay, so you want to make sure that they are turned off. You don't want to be using this VPN right here, right? Because Netflix can detect them and then you get all this error code, right? Your tunnel bear VPN. So if you have all this VPN on whilst you're using it, you can see that error code definitely. So you want to make sure that your VPNs are switched off, the external VPNs. Also, some people might have internal VPNs turned on, which most people are not aware of. So you go over to your settings, which is the next thing we're going to do. Go back to your settings right here. Once you're on settings right here, I'm just going to come here and then click on type in search. Under search, type in private DNS. Okay, come here, private DNS, click on it. Once you click on private DNS, you click on it. You want to make sure that your private DNS is set to off or automatic, right? So these are the two things that you need to make sure that it's set to turn off automatic, right? So that way it turns off any internal VPN and all of that. And then another thing you want to do, which is still under the same settings, you want to come over to where your apps are located. So for me, it's under app management. So I click on app management right here, and then I click on where it says app list. Super simple. Okay, under app list right here, I'm just going to okay, it's loaded. So I'm just going to come, and then you want to go to where Netflix is. Okay, once you see Netflix, you click on it. So let me give you an example. Let's say this is Netflix right here, which is not this Chrome, but then let's say this is Netflix. You want to come here and then come to where it says storage and cache, and then you want to clear your cache right here. So you want to clear your cache because sometimes this thing actually affects Netflix from loading properly, so you will get to see the error code. So you just click on cache. If you're using an iOS, which is an iPhone, you'll see where it says offload app. So you're not going to see clear cache, but you see where it says offload app. So that's where you're going to click. So click on it and then offload the app. Super simple. And lastly, the last thing you want to do, let's go out of settings. You want to come over to your app store. Okay, so if you're using an iOS, go over to your app store. If you're using an Android like me, you want to go over to your Play Store right here, which were here like just some minutes ago. And then you want to go to the search, and then very important, you want to come over to Netflix. Okay, so if you come over to Netflix and you have it installed already, there are two things basically you'll see. You either see or update or open, then you see uninstall at the left, right? So mine is not installed, that's why it's not showing it right there. But then you will see something like update. So you want to click on the update button, right? So the reason is because if you click on the update button on your Netflix, usually update actually clears a lot of bugs and feature malfunctioning systems under your Netflix app. So it clears bugs and then clears some things that are malfunctioning in your system. That's one thing that it does. Obviously the update too means that they add new features and they remove old features, which by default clears a lot of bug from your Netflix app. So yeah, these are the things you can actually do to fix the error code for you yourself. All right, so yeah, basically that's actually it. So do well to like this video if you got any value, and also subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Make these videos to help people out. So yeah, if you do get any value, just subscribe. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.